The deadly reunion. It had been 10 years since the group of friends had last been together. They had all gone their separate ways after college, chasing careers and starting families. But now, they had all received an invitation to reunite at a remote cabin in the woods. The invitation was from their former friend, Alex, who had always been the life of the party. He had planned a weekend of hiking, drinking, and reminiscing about old times. As they arrived at the cabin, it was like no time had passed at all. They fell into their old routines, teasing each other and sharing stories of their adventures. But as the night wore on, tensions began to rise. Old rivalries and secrets began to surface, and it became clear that not everyone was happy to be there. Sarah, who had always been the outsider of the group, seemed particularly uncomfortable. As they sat around the campfire, passing a bottle of whiskey, Alex revealed that he had an ulterior motive for bringing them all together. He had a secret to share, one that would change their lives forever. But before he could reveal what it was, a loud crash echoed through the forest. They turned to see a figure emerging from the darkness, a figure who looked eerily like one of their own. As the night wore on, the group realized that they were trapped in the cabin with a killer. One by one, they began to disappear, and the remaining friends were left to fight for survival. As the body count rose, the remaining friends realized that they had to work together to uncover the truth behind the murders. But as they dug deeper, they discovered secrets and lies that had been hidden for years. Sarah had always been the quiet one in the group, but now she was the one who seemed to know more than she was letting on. Alex was hiding something, and the others were beginning to suspect that he was behind the murders. But as they confronted him, they realized that nothing was as it seemed. The killer was still among them, and they had to fight to stay alive. In the end, only two were left standing. Sarah and Alex faced off in a final showdown, revealing secrets and lies that had been hidden for years. The deadly reunion had been a trap all along, orchestrated by Alex to cover up his own dark past. But Sarah had secrets of her own, and in the end, it was she who emerged victorious. As she walked away from the cabin, she knew that she would never be able to go back to her old life. The deadly reunion had changed her forever, and she was left to pick up the pieces of a shattered friendship. But as she looked back at the cabin, she knew that she would never be able to shake off the memories of that fateful night. The deadly reunion would haunt her forever, a reminder of the secrets and lies that had destroyed their friendship. The days that followed were a blur of police interviews and news headlines. The group's reunion had turned into a massacre, and the world was eager to know the details. Sarah became a recluse, unable to face the outside world. She was haunted by nightmares and flashbacks, reliving the horrors of that night. But as the months passed, she began to rebuild her life. She started therapy and joined a support group for survivors of trauma. And then, one day, she received a mysterious message. It was from an unknown number, but the words sent chills down her spine. The reunion may be over, but the game is far from finished. Sarah knew that she had to be vigilant. The killer may have been caught, but there were still secrets and lies that had not been uncovered. She began to investigate on her own, following a trail of clues that led her down a dangerous path. And then, one night, she received another message. It was from Alex, the mastermind behind the deadly reunion. "I may be in prison," he wrote, "but my secrets are still out there, and if you want to uncover them, you'll have to play the game." Sarah knew that she had no choice. She had to play along, no matter how dangerous it was. The deadly reunion may have been over, but the game was far from finished. And so, she embarked on a journey to uncover the truth, a journey that would take her to the darkest corners of human nature. She knew that she would have to face her fears and confront the demons of her past. But she was ready. She was ready to play the game, no matter what the cost. The deadly reunion had changed her forever, but it had also given her a new purpose in life. She was no longer the quiet, reserved Sarah. She was a survivor, a warrior, and a seeker of truth. And she would stop at nothing to uncover the secrets of the deadly reunion.